Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. After a hiatus of a week, Sriram Seshadri is back, and not only is he back, he's back in person today. And Namaskaram sir, how are you?
Sir, Namaskaram. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
Okay, both of us came back to India in the same time almost.
Yes, more or less the same day, within days of each other. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Sriramji, I have a wild connecting of the dots experience with what is happening in Tamil Nadu politics. The first list is out, nothing from Tamil Nadu, not a peep. And there is more and more and more cases being filed against DMK politicians. Now you have this drug thing. We've already done 3. We're going to come out with the 4th episode that will release probably in an hour or 2 from now. But again, this is being recorded, so you may not have the exact time sequence, but it is going to come very shortly. That will throw even bigger, more light on what exactly is going on there. All said and done. So that is one side. BJP is putting extreme amount of pressure on DMK. The question that the connection of the dots that I'm doing, I'm hearing something else. That BJP, we know that BJP goes strong, it has many gears in its car. Okay, it has just gotten to the 3rd gear against DMK. You never know, it can go back to 2, 1, and it might even come down to neutral, come to a stop. Something like that could also happen. We have seen the politics of the duo, we know that. Sir, what I'm hearing is that in order to ensure, I'm being very sarcastic here, that BJP will have a great performance in Tamil Nadu, if DMK were to give up Congress as its partner and let Congress out to the wolves, just say, you go do whatever, we are not going to be with you, then BJP will tap, all the taps will be turned off. I've seen so much now in 10 years that I'm going to make this statement that this could be one of the things that's happening. What do you think, sir?
Namaskaram to PGurus viewers. Sir, one point what you make, definitely any political party would do, right? To the extent that it is not detrimental to the nation, I think every political party or some parties will even go to the extent of saying, hell with the nation, as long as I get something, I'll be good. But BJP, I still strongly believe with Modi at the helm of affairs that, as long as it is, well within the purview of protecting the nation, he will not give up. He will not compromise. So, for example, we all thought that, the sand mafia case is going slow. Is there any compromise formula? Possibly, yes. I wouldn't deny that. But at the same time, there is also court-monitored process. Some of them are court-monitored process, but, Enforcement Directorate can actually provide evidences to the extent of not touching the first family. They can do that. So all possibilities, let's talk the conspiracy, right? When we talk of conspiracy possibilities, that definitely could happen. But definitely there is a significant amount of pressure on DMK to dump Congress for quite some time, not now. At least for last 1.5 years, there has been a significant amount of pressure that has been happening. Because DMK also feels that they are out of power for 10 years, right? Out of power for 10 years in the center too. Not just only in the state, they came back to power in 2021 after a gap of 10 years. So their coffers got dried up. And they were out of power on the central government also for last 10 years. And DMK realizes very, very clearly that in 2024, Modi is going to come back to power. So if there is an opportunity for them, if Modi government falls short or somewhere they need a gap to be filled, then DMK has always been ready to do that, right? So if DMK wants to be part of that alliance, they wouldn't mind. Now, if Karunanidhi had been alive, he would have thought like this. To stop BJP's growth, what is the best way to stop the BJP's growth? Align with them. Because the moment you align with them, Annamalai will not be able to talk anything against DMK. So if you don't have an opponent, how are you going to grow? So Karunanidhi would have thought about it. He would have gone all out to be part of friend with BJP and all those, so that he can actually put a speed breaker on BJP's growth, right? And that is why Stalin is struggling to, make that happen. But Stalin did realize, at least especially after the 2022, 2023, and then now with the 5-state election with the thumping majority, and then, Madhya Pradesh turning out to be unprecedented, victory that they gave, and Rajasthan gave a victory. Chhattisgarh, in fact, I have talked to you about even before most pollsters wrote off Chhattisgarh, but, Sri Kumar, I, myself, JVC, we all stood that Chhattisgarh is going to revive, right? So when you look at that possibility, Stalin knew that BJP is going to come back to power. So why not align with them? So if Stalin had to align with BJP, forget about all the cases. I'm just doing the political analysis also. Dumping Congress would be the easiest. Enable BJP to win 2-3 seats from Tamil Nadu. Put a weak candidate in some 7-8 places, right? Or if you keep Congress with yourself, give them a dummy role, that 4-5 seats, which unwinnable seats, right? And then don't make sure that DMK Karyakartas don't work on the ground, because they have the muscle power to work on the ground and they know the nuances of each ward, and so ensure that the sufficient cooperation is not given, like what ADMK did to BJP. ADMK was an ally in 2019, 2021.
Frenemy, it's called.
Huh?
Frenemy.
Frenemy, yeah. They ensured that BJP lost, or they never worked in BJP's constituencies, right? So that is the level of frenemy is a very good word. So ensure similarly Congress to lose. So those are the thinking process within DMK. Of course, the cases that are there, we can talk about it at length, but Senthil Balaji has been caught, sand mafia case, sand tax violation. I should not use the word on the government as a mafia, but I am forced to use that word, right? Because the government itself is violating the GST on sand quarry. So sand mafia case is there. There are several other cases that are getting opened up. Now the drug case is coming, which will probably land in the doorstep of the first family, not on the drug, at least on the PMLA side of things. We can talk about at length about in the legalities of this. So all these put together, even without BJP doing any pressure, DMK is under pressure. So can we be an ally so that we can have a little bit of relief, right? So that is the level of thinking that DMK is having. And I'm sure that when we talk about the coalition politics in Tamil Nadu, Congress is going to be left in a lurch. So in fact, I tweeted about it some time back saying that, I hear the news that Congress is going to, DMK is going to dump the Congress and ADMK is not willing to take the Congress. Then in Tamil Nadu, Congress is nothing.
Yes.
Because they are 5-6% party, right? And then, they don't have a leadership, and then already disgruntled congressmen, generations of people have been Congress. Say, for example, take P. Chidambaram, one likes him or not, he has been generationally with Congress. Karthi Chidambaram definitely would be upset that he didn't, more than that, he didn't get the, presidentship, but, Selva Perundagai had been given. He has been an imported candidate. Even Tirunavukarasu, there is a precedence, but didn't Congress have that much of leaders amongst themselves to promote to a Congress presidentship in the Tamil Nadu state, party, right? So Selva Perundagai had been 5-party, he jumped from 5 parties. Anjikachi, once again, Anjikachi Amavasai, Avuru Anjikachi Amavasai, right? So he jumped from 5 parties and then came to Congress few years back. All of a sudden, he is made the floor leader and then he's been made the president of the party. Naturally, the long-time congressmen are literally pissed off. When I talk to people in private, in public, they are doing a public posturing because election period, and then, not to actually complicate things, they are putting a public posturing. But otherwise, everybody is unhappy, right? So, with all these put together, to answer your question, even without the the compromise formula or the pressure tactics or to a conspiracy of diluting the case, DMK is under a tremendous pressure to offload Congress. And of course, ADMK also is in the same position. They also, while 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗫 is trying to be posing as a big hero, dumping BJP and all, now realizes the heat. Did he speak too soon, even before that five state election?
Where is that guy, Sunil Kanugolu? You must be wondering.
Yeah, definitely, 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗫 would be hunting for Sunil Kanugolu, because with all his advisors dumped BJP, and it's good. In fact, yesterday also I was talking in one of the conferences. I said, what ADMK made a decision was the best thing for BJP. Otherwise, the Dravida BJPians would have gone and fell at the feet of 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗼 to give even 3 seats or 4 seats or 5 to the extent. It's all individually, everybody is looking at what is in it for me, right? You take Naina Nagendran at Tirunelveli. He has a very strong base. And whether Professor Srinivasan will win in Virudhunagar or not, but I think he's created a ripple there, right? Ripple effect there. So, but they all feel that if ADMK is with them, they will win. And nearly 23 people have expressed interest to contest from South Chennai. I don't know. Actually, as a psephologist and election analyst, poll analyst, I don't see South Chennai as a base for BJP to win. At most, they will be the third largest party in the electoral outcome. But 23 people have expressed interest, and then all stalwarts are big leaders, right? So there are constituencies where another constituency, there are 30 plus people have expressed interest to contest. But if you take all these put together, BJP would have definitely gone to ADMK, fell at their feet, right? So thankfully, 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗫 made a good decision in that. So 𝗣𝗬𝗼𝗼 is not willing to take Congress also. So eventually, Congress would probably be either get a 4 or 5 seats from DMK, which is a dummy seat and all those, or they will have to fend for themselves. That is the level of Congress in Tamil Nadu, and that is what is going to happen. Maybe we'll wait for another couple of weeks. See how
things play out.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And most of my analysis have come true, so this will also come true.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we will find out, viewers. And one last question before we conclude today, sir. The Supreme Court judgment on Sterlite. I don't know what was the thought process behind that, but does it not stifle the investment climate in Tamil Nadu?
Very much, very much. In fact, when DMK came to power in 2021, in fact, one of the first debates, and PTR Painivel Tyagarajan also was there in that TV debate. Keeping PTR, I mentioned this. DMK has to adopt far-right economic policies if Tamil Nadu's financial situation had to improve. And it was a very bold statement. Of course, DMK did not like it, but PTR acknowledged that, saying that in an indirect way to say that, they have to take certain steps which may look like a far-right economic policies. So one of the thing is the investment climate. When after 2021, there was no huge investment that never flown into Tamil Nadu. When every other state is attracting, millions of dollars of investment, thousands of crores of investment, in Tamil Nadu, it's only in paper. There was an investment conference that happened. Stalin went to Dubai and then signed a contract for 7,000 crores, but that's a Lulu mall that is coming. There is a conspiracy theory that says that their own money, they are just plowing it back into, through Lulu Mall construction. And, probably he went to Spain. I don't know what is a...
Sir, if you ask me, he went to Spain in bits and pieces. He's come back whole. He looked completely patched up. He's looking very energetic. So something has happened there.
Something has happened there. So he went to Spain for investment, but look at last 3 years. What is a major investment that Tamil Nadu has attracted? Nothing. Because I as an economic consultant to many of the industries also, when we are talking about certain projects, a simple thing like, there was a project for, I think somewhere in the another hills where they want to construct a winch, and it needs at least couple of 100 crores of investment. People are not willing to make that money investment, because the reason is I think for Palani, the winch need to be replaced. I think that is where they were looking at a cable car instead of a winch, right? A couple of 100 crores investment only, not a huge investment. They said, now where is the sovereign guarantee? Because I'll make an investment, construct all this, DMK will go out of power, and then they will protest against that industry.
Yeah.
So that is their mindset of people. In Sterlite, I think PTR, as long as PTR 𝗤𝗏 𝗤𝘂𝘁𝑺 was the finance minister, he did have an inclination that, Sterlite had to be reopened. It's not that Sterlite is a bad industry. So Sterlite, probably somehow the pollution control norms had to be corrected and then reset, continue with that. Because what is a major allegation when Sterlite agitation happened? They said that there is a huge amount of cancer or pollution. Sterlite is now closed for almost 5 years.
Right.
The pollution level has not gone down. The pollution level continues to be the same or deteriorating further. So which means Sterlite was not the contributor. And 𝗤𝙗𝘀 district in Tamil Nadu has the lowest level of cancer, patients. In fact, there are other places like Vaniyambadi and all, nobody is talking about where the leather industries are polluting the environment, right? Nobody is talking about. So
chromium is one of the worst pollutants.
Exactly.
Chromium,
right? So, and nobody is talking about it. Whereas here, there is I actually have a conspiracy theory on that, right? And unproven conspiracy theory. So, let me make a bold statement. Starting from Kudangulam till the coasts of Kerala, right? It's a rich thorium belt. And if central government projects comes, then the entire coastal area will be monitored and then managed by the central government. So one of the biggest hurdle is when Kudangulam agitation, apart from it has been, we all know that funded by some external agencies who lost the contract, but the agitation was kept live because if Kudangulam comes, at least this 100 kilometers either side will be under the watch of the central government forces, right? 𝗤𝙗𝘀 seaport, and 𝗤𝙗𝘀 seaport is one of the probably next to Chennai. It is in Tamil Nadu. There's only big port, right? And of course, Chennai Ennur and Chennai port is there, but there's a big port which is contributing to the Sterlite industry. So, if Sterlite industry goes down, 𝗤𝙗𝘀 seaport will probably be will not be much busy, and it may even become unviable to control. So, then that belt is open. That is why in Vizhinjam, when port was supposed to come for a container terminal, there was a huge agitation. So in Tamil Nadu, they prevented all the investment through
central investment.
Because the coastal belt will be controlled by the central security forces. China's involvement, because of Sterlite in Tamil Nadu, we were an exporter of copper. Today, after closure of Sterlite in 𝗤𝙗𝘀, India became a net importer. Thankfully, same Sterlite is investing in Gujarat, constructing a much larger facility, and I don't think there are going to be major problems that they are going to face there, which means once again we will become a exporter of copper, and then China's investment.
So Tamil Nadu's loss is Gujarat's gain.
Tamil Nadu loss is Gujarat's gain. See, all the politicians should have done is, enforce the pollution control norms.
Correct.
That place survived for about 30-40 years without any problem. Of course, initially with copper smelting, there were agitations, and then 𝗣𝗂𝘁 spearheaded, and after that he gave a certificate as if he is a pollution specialist. And today, 𝗤𝗚𝘂𝗿 and all those went and congratulated CM for brilliant argument by the Tamil Nadu government for closure. I think Supreme Court should have exercised a little more diligence when it comes to an economic, policies, and government should have been forced to adhere to all the pollution control norms. In fact, of course, Sterlite did violate a lot of pollution control norms, and that could have been prevented. That could have, if that had been controlled, right? Sterlite would have been a nerve center. So, because of Sterlite closure, investments are not going to come. Investors will feel that, give me a sovereign guarantee, then only we'll do an investment. So that is the level of, the climate in Tamil Nadu. I think, people should understand before when they agitate. Maybe 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘆 wanted the sterlite industry to be reopened because she had a huge contract there, right? And so a couple of few individuals who wanted, PTR Pazhanivel Thiagarajan wanted, because that is when he can attract more investments. Okay, we are industry friendly and government will help you to, protect your business. And 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘆 𝗖 they probably wanted that because, that is where then their actually livelihood is impacted. But today, look at it, because of closure of Sterlite. And what will Sterlite do? They are going to dismantle that entire facility, probably,
and then brick by brick, and go and put it in
Gujarat, or put it in somewhere else, right? And that entire belt lost direct and indirect employment opportunity.
Yeah. These indirect employments are a huge multiplier, and people don't realize some of these things. Sir, thank you so much. And we've covered some of the most burning topics in Tamil Nadu today. And viewers, Sriram ji and I will be back on our normal schedule again, starting this Friday, and Saturday will be Tamil. So thank you once again, sir. Welcome back. And